welcome to our yoga session. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to grab a pillow, blanket and your mat, and we'll get right to it. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on the hips, opening the hips. We haven't maybe done a bit of yoga for a few weeks, so let's take it nice and slow. Okay, just come to an easy seat. I'm just going to start with a few deep breaths. So just rest the hands down. You can have your legs in or out. If you want to sit on a block or a cushion, makes it a little bit easier. Just grab that. And then just rest the hands down onto the thighs. Just gently close the eyes. Lengthen through the spine. Just have a little wiggle through the shoulders and root down through the sit bones. Take a nice length through the back of the neck. Just gently dropping the chin down towards the chest. And from there, just come to your slow, normal breathing. Just settle into the body, see how it feels. It'll work through any areas of tightness. Just take your awareness there. As you start to settle into your breath, try and take that breath down into the belly. So you're pushing the diaphragm down, helps to inflate the abdomen. You just do that for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Maybe taking your awareness between the eyebrows, just so you've got something to concentrate on to help the mind from wandering. And just as you settle in, try and take that breath a little bit deeper, a little bit slower, maybe letting that exhale become a little bit longer. And then work that breath up into the ribs. So the ribs span the rib cage and right up into the armpits. So you're breathing right, feels like to the top of the armpits, into the chest. Let your face soften around the jaw, around the eyes. A couple more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And just begin to take your final 3 deep breaths. Final exhale. Just lower your chin down. Just take a few slow neck rolls. Really gently, really slow. Just one way and the other. And then when you're done, just bring your head back to centre. Gently open the eyes, release the legs. Just have a little flex through the feet. And circle them one way, circle circle on the other. And then from there, just come to your cat-cow. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under hips. Keep the toes curled to start with. And then just drop into cat and into cow, just for a few spinal rolls. Just in your own time, your own breath. Maybe just holding each pose just a couple of breaths. Just working into the body. Always keep that slow, deep breathing going throughout the practice. And then come to tabletop. Just take the knees wide and just drop the seat back onto your toes, onto your heels. Just keep the toes there just for a couple of breaths. Let the head relax. Lengthen through the neck. And then release the toes, drop your seat back onto your heels. Walk the hands out in front. Put something underneath your seat if your heels don't reach down to the heels, so you can let go. And try and keep the arms active, so just walk the fingertips as far, shuffle the left hand forward, then take the right hand forward, and keep on to the fingertips, as though you've got a fairy cake under your hand. You don't want to squash it. So keep them active, the arms, the shoulders. 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then release the arms, just take them back to the side of the body. Just hold it there. One more breath. And exhale, slowly come back up to tabletop. Just drop your seat back onto your heels, drop your elbows to the floor and scoot your chest along the floor. And then round the spine, drop the head, drop your seat back onto your heels. Just do that a couple of times, just exploring through the body. Opening with the breath. Feel that movement with the breath. And exhale, and back to tabletop. And then just bring your right foot forward. You might want to pad out that left knee. Put the hands onto the hips. And from there, just lengthen the tailbone down to the floor. And as you lengthen the tailbone, you should feel the movement in that left front of the hip. Try not to flare the ribs out, try and keep the lower ribs in. And from there, reach the arms up, palms facing. Tiny little bit of forward movement, but not a lot. Reach through the hands. You can gaze up at the hands or just gaze forward. 2 breaths. One more breath. Exhale, the hands down. You're going to step back into down dog. First down dog, so just walk, really big walk, cycle out the feet. Push the hips and the thighs to the back of the room. Relax the neck. And then from there, just lower the knees back down. You're going to step forward with the left foot. Pad out that right knee if you wish. Bring yourself up. Make sure you've got knee over ankle and the hip over the knee. Then hands onto the hips and then just lengthen the tailbone down to the floor. So it's a small, subtle action. And then try not to, as you do that, lift the ribs. Try and keep the lower ribs tucked in. And then a tiny bit come forward. Lift the arms up. Reach to the ceiling. Again, you can look up or just gaze forward. Try not to let the shoulders reach up too high, so that the length is coming from between the ribs. So you're lengthening through the side, not reaching through the shoulders. Good, one more breath. And then exhale, hands down. Again, step back into down dog. And again, pedal out the feet. Push the hips and thighs to the back of the room. Keep a nice bend in the knees as you come onto the tiptoes and just lengthen the legs away. Good, and then just walk the feet forward into forward folds. So from there, just let the head relax, take hold of the elbows, hands onto elbows, and just take a gentle rock side to side. Big bend in the knees so your torso is resting on the thighs. Let the head relax, weight slightly into the toes. A couple more breaths. Maybe holding the twist as you go around to one side, it feels nice. Then around to the other side. Good. And then from there, hands onto the hips, lengthen through the spine as you bring yourself all the way up. Step to the front of the mat, feet can be together or hip width apart, hands at the heart center. Lift the chest into the thumbs. And inhale, reach up, look at the thumbs, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, half forward fold. Just take the gaze forward. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, come all the way up. Take the gaze up to the ceiling, up to the thumbs, and exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more of those. So inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, half forward fold, and exhale, fold again. Inhale, hands to the hips, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hands to the floor, step back with the right leg. Bring the knee down, low lunge. So bring the arms up. Join the palms together and drop them to the back of the neck. Take a tiny back bend, lift the chest. Try and squeeze the arms in towards the head. One more breath. Exhale, hands down. Step back into plank. Lower the knees down, lower all the way down. Try and keep the elbows in towards the body. So from here you can come into Sphinx or up into a Cobra. So roll the shoulders back, bring yourself up. Try and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Hug the elbows in. Good, one more breath. Exhale all the way back into down dog. Just hold your down dog just for 2 breaths. One more breath. Again, lift the right leg. Step forward with the right leg. Lower the left knee down to the floor. Come up to low lunge. Good. Again, join the palms together. Drop the hands to the back of the neck. Squeeze the arms in towards the head. You can create a little opening here. Don't lean back too much into the compress into the lumbar. Just lift the chest and take the shoulders back. Good. One more breath. Exhale, hands down. We're going to step forward. Hands on to the shins. Half forward fold. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, step back with the right leg this time. I'm going to ground the back foot and come up into warrior 2. So make sure you ground through that back foot. back edge of the foot into the mat. Bend into the front leg. Make sure that knee isn't wobbling around, just check it's tracking over your toes. Lift the hands up, look out through the middle finger. And hold and breathe. One more breath. Sink into those hips. Take the back hand, put it into your waistband of your pants as much as you can. We're coming into reverse warrior. So you can look up at your palm or look down at the back. Try and keep that bend in the front leg. One more breath. Exhale, hands back to warrior two. Bring the front forearm down to the knee. And take the top arm over the ear. Lengthen from that back edge of the foot all the way through to the fingers. Spread the fingers and engage them. Keep trying to reach that foot and those fingers away from each other. Good, one more breath. Exhale, and bring the hands down. You're going to step back into plank. Exhale all the way down to the floor. So you've got Sphinx or Cobra again. Arm up. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. So 2 deep breaths here. One more breath. And then inhale, lift that right leg nice and high. Hug that knee in, bring the right foot between the hand, ground through the back foot, come up into warrior two, opposite side. Again, sink into those hips, ground through that back leg, back edge of the back foot, look out through the middle finger. We'll relax the shoulders. And make sure that you're not wobbling that front knee too much. Just drop into those hips. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. Take the back hand, tuck it into the back of your waistline. Reverse warrior. Take the palm to the back of the room. Keep that bend in the front leg. Reach through the top arm and breathe. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Exhale the right arm to the forearm to the front knee. Come to side angle. So again, reach the top arm over the ear. Try and open out the chest slightly. So try and set the chest to the ceiling. And take that length through the fingers, all the way down to that back edge foot. Keep the breath. You can look up at the ceiling or just look down at the floor. Keep that bend in the front leg. Good. 1 more breath. And then exhale, hands down. Step back into plank. Lower to the floor. Again, you're going to come into Sphinx or Cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back into down dog. 3 deep breaths. And 1 more breath. This time lift the right leg and step it forward between the hands. Lower the left knee, come all the way up and take the arms out to the side, but then swing into a reverse twist. So from there, just take the gaze forward. And then if you wish, you can lift your back knee off the floor. Keep a slight bend in the back knee. Keep that twist on. Keep the breath. One more breath. Exhale the back knee down. Take the hands back to the floor. Again, step back into down dog. One more breath. This time you're going to lift the left leg. Exhale it forward. Again, come down to that right knee. Bring the arms up. Twist to the left side. Take the length through the hands and hold it there. If you wish to, you can lift the back knee up, but don't straighten the whole leg. Just keep a slight bend in that back leg. Push through the floor. Both feet. One more breath. Next inhale, lower the leg. Bring the hands down. And again, step back into plank. Lower the knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. Again, Sphinx or Cobra. So roll the shoulders back. Lift yourself up. Let the shoulders come away from the ears. One more breath. Exhale, back into down dog. Hips and thighs at the back of the room. Keep a slight bend in those knees. Good. Bring the left knee to the left wrist and take the right leg away. Come into pigeon. So just drop. You can plop something under that left hip as you lower down. Now keep the toes of the back foot active, so curl the toes into the floor and then just try and lift the knee off the floor. So push the heels to the back of the room. Just hold it there for a couple of breaths. One more breath. Exhale, release the knee down. Then just come back up onto the hands. And from there, just bring the fingertips off the mat slightly and just lower the chest down to the mat and come back up. So inhale, come down. Exhale, releasing up. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, come back up. Drop into that left hip, swing the right leg all the way to the front and round, and try and pop the right leg over the left knee into cross-legged position. If that's not happening for you, just straighten the bottom leg out. Okay, and then from there just take a little, try not to round in the spine, lengthen through the spine and drop the chest towards the thigh. Keep hands forward. So that's cow legs. Two more breaths. One more. Exhale, release. Cross the legs. Just rock forward. And again, come up into down dog or tabletop. You can take tabletop at any time. As always, just do what's right for your body. From there, you're just going to bring the right knee to the right wrist. Bring that foot forward. Lengthen the left leg away. Again, you might want to pad out that right hip. But otherwise, bring the heel in towards the body. You can stay up on your hands or come down to your forearms. Keep that back leg active. So curl the toes, lift the knee off the floor. Push the heel away. Hold it there just for a couple of breaths. Walk the hands out to at the edge of the mat. Lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Just with your breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Release the forearms to the mat. 2 breaths. And then just come up, sweep that back leg behind, sweep it all the way round. If it comes over the top, into cow face pose, the legs. Just leave it there. Otherwise, just release that back foot out. If you're keeping it there, maybe take hold of the feet. Just wiggle the sit bones down into the floor. But wherever you are, lengthen through the spine and just walk the fingertips slightly forward and then lower the chest towards the thigh. Try and feel heaviness in that left hip as you drop into the mat. Couple more breaths. As you exhale, take the arms behind, release the legs out, take the soles of the feet together and just come into a really gentle butterfly. So again, you can walk the feet in a little bit further or take the feet further away. You can pad out under your hips, just if you're tight through the lumbar and the hamstrings, it just helps to tilt that pelvis forward. Wherever you are, just lengthen through the spine. And again, you're taking the chest down towards the floor. Slowly exhale, release yourself back up, bring the knees together, just have a little squeeze in, just maybe rock side to side, through the hips, hold the knees and just going to lower all the way down to the floor. Again, hug the knees and have a little rock side to side through the spine, just drawing circles with the knees. And just make yourself down onto the mat. Hug the knees in and you're just going to take them over to the left hand side. So just a supine twist. Take the right arm out. It can be long or a cactus arm. Just shuffle the shoulders into the mat. And gaze can go out the right side. Just let the hips relax. Inhale, just bring the legs back to centre. And just hug the knees in. You can, if you wish, just to bring your feet down and drop the knees to the side as well. But just try it this way. Put the weight on your feet and then just shuffle the hips to the right a little bit as you hug the knees in and then take the knees over to the right. See if you find that more comfortable twist for the back. You just take the gaze out the left hand side. Arm can be at right angle or long. Shuffle the shoulders into the mat. You can pad out the knees, so you can put a little pillow cushion between the thighs. But let that hip become heavy, let the hips relax. Soften the breath. And next inhale, bring the legs back to centre. Hug them in. Cross the ankles. And just work your hands down towards your feet. You can take hold of the feet or anywhere on the shins or at the ankles. Just pull the knees in towards you and try and lift the lower leg up a little bit. And pull them in towards you. So take a little rock, side to side, if it feels nice. Keep pulling them in, maybe lifting the lower legs a little bit more. One more breath. Exhale, release, and cross the legs. Cross the ankles the opposite way. Slide the hands down. Either grab hold of the feet, the ankles or the shins. And just pulling them in towards you. Lifting the lower legs slightly. Just hugging them in as much as you can. And as you do that, always remember to lengthen through the back of the neck, chin towards chest. Keep those lower legs lifted though, don't let them drop down. Try and keep them active, pulling them in. One more breath. Inhale and slowly exhale. Release the legs down onto the floor. Reshuffle the hips back into the centre of the mat. Leave the right leg where it is. Lift the left leg off the mat. You're going to come into half happy baby. So just either grab hold of the ankle. The thigh wants to come out away from the body. So the knees coming out down towards the floor. If you can take hold of the outside of the foot, you can do that. Keep the other hand onto that right hip. The other leg can just rock out to the side, or you can take it long, whatever works for you. Keep working with the breath though. Don't compromise the breath for the pose. So if the breath begins to shorten, just come out of the pose a little and try and get back to your slow deep breathing. And slowly take the last inhale and exhale. Release the leg down. Take that to the other side. Lift the right leg to the ceiling. Either grab the outer foot or the ankle. And try and bring the leg away from the body. Thigh works down towards the floor. Left leg can be long, or you can keep it bent and just roll onto the outside of that left foot, and the knee rolls to the outside. Come to the side. Just close the eyes. You can keep the left hand onto that left hip. deep breaths. Shoulders relax, lengthen through the back of the neck. Slowly inhale. Exhale, release the legs. Again, just have a little shake through the hips. So slowly drop the knees side to side. Not very far, just a little bit. And then take the legs long. We're going to come into Shavasana just for a few minutes. If you want to stay longer, just stay where you are. If you want to make yourself so you can have Shavasana for 5-10 minutes. This is the beauty of doing pre-recorded. You can take your Shavasana as long as you like. So, but just to start with, just rest the hands down onto the belly. We're just going to do a slow, deep breathing all the way down so you can feel the hands rise and release. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do the 3-part breath. So inhale to the belly. And then exhale, release. And this time inhale to the belly and then into the ribs. So just gently inhale. And exhale, release. And then this time into the belly, ribs and into the top of the chest. So inhale. And exhale. And just do that a few more times. So inhale, belly, ribs, chest. And then as you do it this time, just breathe halfway, and you're breathing in halfway full. So breathe in halfway and then hold it just for a tiny second, not even a second, and then keep the breath all the way to the top. Hold it at the top, and then exhale, release the whole breath out. So just try that once. So inhale, halfway, hold it, inhale the rest, hold, and exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale halfway, inhale full, and exhale. Once more, inhale halfway, inhale full, and exhale, release. And just come back to normal deep breathing. And then slowly release the hands down to the floor. Let the feet come apart, let the legs come apart, let the palms face the ceiling. Shuffle the shoulder blades into the mat, just have a little shake through the hips. And then just make the connection into the mat. So you've got the connection through the earth, the heels, calves, the hips, through the spine, shoulder blades, back of the head into the mat. Chin towards chest, just gently rock the head side to side, not much, just a little bit. And let it settle back to centre. And then from there, just have a little fingers and toes. Have a little stretch. Just bring yourself to sitting. Otherwise you can stay exactly where you are. Take a little bit longer in Shavasana. Otherwise bring the hands to the heart center. Lower the chin down. Take a little bow. Namaste. Thank you all.